The easiest way to sprout mung beans is simply throw them on the ground, cover them up, and within a couple days you get this. Look at that. They're 6 inches long. Or you can come over here and have a little bit more controlled method. I have these trays, and I put them in here, and I cover them for a couple days. It's not hard, folks. It's very simple. These vertical towers are excellent for growing herbs. This one here has basil and dill, and even has some hot peppers on here. Look at that. I got hundreds of these in big pots. I even have some volunteer mushrooms. I don't think those are edible, but I like looking at them. And then we have some thyme. Yeah. And right here we've got growing, that is pechay. And over here we've got a whole bunch of cilantro growing. See that? The next door is normally quiet, but today they have a special event at the elementary school. So they're making lots of noise over there. Look at this. I have a squash or pumpkin, and he's growing up here in the tree. I seem to like that. I didn't do anything to help it. More pechay growing. When this gets bigger, I'll transfer them to some other pots I have. Hey, isn't that neat? Neat to me. This is the ideal way to protect your pechay and lettuce. Just a simple mosquito net. These are made for above your bed, like a canopy, and I just do that with it. Simple, huh? Cost $1. No pesticides. I can come out here and pick this. I don't have to worry about getting poisoned. Look at this nice climbing alum mandivine. Isn't that a beauty? I've got hundreds of these also. There's another one over here blooming. Oh. Here I have the, I call it rainbow peppers. I was saving these seeds here a couple weeks ago, and I thought, well, I can just take one of these off of there, and I label them, and I squeezed it and let the seeds dry. I made the mistake of touching my face. I didn't think they were going to be that hot, but they were like fire. So if you're going to be saving seeds from these hot peppers, they will come back to haunt you if you touch your face. Don't get it in your eye. Ouch. I don't put any pesticides or spray anything on these plants. If they die, they die. And look at this one. It's crawling all over here. It's climbed up this tree. And look at that. Look at that beauty. That's big as my hand. A few weeks we'll be eating that. And that's a seed I'm going to save because I did nothing to help it. It's going to be a strong, healthy plant, and the seeds will be beautiful. Look at these. I got these seeds. Look at that little, can you see them? Little tiny, what do you call this? Praying mantis. Look at them. About the size of my fingernail. Cool, huh? There you go, nice good view. Now if I had sprayed these things, he wouldn't be here. Now he goes around and he eats the bugs I don't want. Look at that. Isn't that a neat looking guy? Come on, focus. I got these flowers from a resort I was visiting, and I saw a bunch of deadheads, and I just put them in my pocket, and I just threw them down here. This doesn't look like it's very organized, but there's a lot of sweet potatoes in here. And again, I don't do much to help it, because I found that the more you help it, it makes the plant weak. You can create new problems by adding pesticides that kill the good bugs. So just leave it alone. See, look at my vertical garden. I just love that. And look at this. This is really pretty. These are, I don't know what you call it. I'll have to look this up. But like little Japanese lanterns. Aren't those neat? So it starts off as this little flower, and then before you know it, you've got these little lanterns. Neat, huh? I have a whole bunch of sprouting coconuts. Oh, there's some more hot peppers, rainbow peppers. Look at that one. These are purple. I don't know what this is, but I found these seed pods on a tree near Chin Chin School, and I asked the lady that owned the property if I could have one, and she gave me a whole handful of these pods, and now I'm growing the trees. Look at this ubi. Oh, that's growing good. Look at that. Climbing way up the tree, way up into the landing, like a key lime type of a orange. Then I have all these beautiful Mexican petunias. Look at this. There's more ubi. I gotta help it get back up here on the roof. Isn't that neat? Everywhere you look, I've got food growing, but it doesn't really look like it. It's more of a like a food forest. Got another one forming over here somewhere. Where'd you go? There's a female. That won't. No, that's male. This is a male. Oh, here's one over here. There you go. Right there. There's a female. That'll be a fruit or a pumpkin. Got several of those popping up again. I didn't do nothing to help it. Nothing. I don't know what the kids are doing over at school. It's normally pretty quiet over there. Here I have a bunch of bougainvillea, all different colors. Every time I trim those, I put them in a pot. And before you know it, I got more I can transplant. Now these are cassava. Lots of cassava. And I got papaya. I got about 25, 30 papaya growing. Now these are my malunggay or moringa. I've let these grow as tall as they want to, because they will produce seed pods. I normally cut these off about 6 feet height. Got it right here about just above my eye level. Now these cassava, in a couple months you'll start seeing them popping up out of the ground. Then you can harvest them. I've got probably about 100 of these planted. It's so nice here. Normally it's very peaceful and quiet, but today the kids are having their thing. I wouldn't live in this city if you gave me a house, a condo, a car, and a bunch of cash and pay me every week. I wouldn't want it. Couldn't give me enough. Now these are canna. Flower only lasts like 1 day, so you gotta pay attention. And they produce these seed pods. Like here. See the little seeds in there? I just take those and I scatter them on the fence line in areas that don't grow, and they grow well in the shade. See? I have oregano. I need to mow the grass today. Hey, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh, you got to see this. I have hundreds of these. These are called Sealy. I have red ones. I have these yellow ones. Look at them. I have hundreds of these. And I started with one little seed, one of these seed pods. And then there's probably 20, 30 seeds. And I saved them, and now I got them coming out my ears. Here's some ginger. On the fence line, I've got malunggay. Oh, there's some more. Look at this, another. See that? Here is a turmeric, and right next to this is climbing up the tree is ube, a purple yam. There's some more turmeric. More ginger. Everywhere you look here, something to eat, medicinal value plants. I have some guava, and I learned to put them in these little bags, and then the birds and bugs can't get in there. And I might get a nice guava in a few months. There's another volunteer ube. It's climbing way up into the tree and going up over there into the mango tree. I hear the no sounds. That's what it's normally like around here. Quiet. There's a apple. They're kind of a nuisance, but it's green, so I like it. More ginger. Look at that. See that? Mexican petunia. It's pretty. Here is a malunggay. It started with a little 6-inch stick. I just stuck it in the ground. Oh, this is the bigger one. I just took that and stuck it in the ground, and it took off. Now this is ube. This is how you know when it's ready to pick. When it starts to dry up like that. See this? You dig down there, and you're going to find this great big purple yam. I'm going to wait until it's completely dry, and then I'm going to dig that up, and you're going to be shocked at how big it is. More ginger. There's a turmeric. Now, this is my pride and joy here. I have all kinds of bird of paradise, like 3 different varieties. I have this one. And then this style here. And these started out with like 4 or 5 little, maybe 2 or 3 inch pieces of root that my wife's niece got for us. Their neighbor was digging up something for a garage, and we took all this and look at it. I've got 30 feet of it now, all along here. Aren't those beauty? And there's more malunggay. More hot peppers, sealy. Oh, here's some turmeric. I need to get this planted. Look at that. You just take the thing and just throw it in the ground. Come back 6 months, you got a big foot-sized piece. Over here, every time I trim my bougainvillea, I take the cuttings, stick them in the ground, and before you know it, you have hundreds of them, all different colors. I just planted some grass seed here. We'll see if that grows. Kind of bare there. And this property is connected next door to the farm owner here. And they've got hundreds upon hundreds of coconuts. Listen, you can hear the bugs. Hear the crickets? The kids are normally pretty quiet over there at the school, and they go out even outside for the playground. Yeah, they just came over here a couple days ago and harvested all these coconuts. There's some you can see up in the tree. It's pretty, it's quiet, and it's peaceful. Now here's all different kinds of bananas, different varieties. They have about 150 of them. It looks overgrown, but it's fine. It's nature taking its course. And our neighbors here, they don't spray either. If it dies, it dies. It seems to be stronger when you just leave them alone. How about that? Isn't that pretty? I like to wake up next to this, or you want to wake up next to a neighbor who's coughing and farting and flushing his toilets, and you're paying $300, $400. Some people come here to the Philippines and they're paying $1,000 a month rent. They're some freaking stupid people. If I stayed in the States, I'd be broke the first day of the month. Clean out my pension. But here, I can hardly spend it. I actually can save money every month. And power company put in some new power lines. Can you see that? Something's going on at the school. There's a whole bunch of cars over there. I know our little girl, she's not little anymore. She's taller than we are. She's 12. They're having some kind of a presentation on Thursday. Oh, by the way, today, September 25th, 2024. I turned 71. God, I can't believe I'm 71. Well, now that I bored you to death, you got questions about coming to the Philippines, thinking about retiring over here? Ask me some questions. It's a good idea or not. I've been married 18 years. My wife's about the same age I am. And we planned to move here. We've been here for about 15 years. Oh, I forgot to show you my other bird of paradise. Look at them all. And these started with just a few pieces. This is orange and yellow. Isn't that neat? I don't know what this would cost if you would go to a nursery in the States, but I'm sure it wouldn't cost be zero. Probably $20, $30 just for one root. I got hundreds of them. And here's some, what do you call it? Oregano. That's my gated entrance. Why I gotta show you the bananas. Got more bananas coming on. Don't walk this way, there's seed growing. Thank you. Kind of hard to see. This is, what, probably 30 feet off the ground. Can you see it? Right there in the middle of the picture. You got questions? Put them in the comments. What would you like to know? What would you like to see? Here's some more Sealy. Hundreds and hundreds of them. Look at that. You know, these are about $20 a kilo. That's like 2.2 pounds. During the off season, they can be even more. And again, this all started from saved seed. Look at little baby banana trees. I need to dig those up and plant them somewhere. I'm running out of places to plant them. There's another Sealy. More. And in this, here I've got ginger, canna, taro, turmeric. Hey, Betty. Hi, boy. You want a hug? Come on up here. Come on. You're such a good-looking boy. He likes it when I put him on the table. And we pet him. Hi, dear boy. You're such a good-looking boy, aren't you? And we give him a brushing almost every day. And when he wants to eat, you know, he's thankful. He doesn't just rush the food. He will run up against my leg and he says, thank you, Daddy. Hi there, boy. And we have one of his sons, we think. His name is Timmy. And this is Betty Lou. But obviously Betty Lou is not a girl. But when he was a young little kitten, his testicles were not hanging down. And he looked like a female. And then one day he dropped these huge testicles, but he had already started answering to his name. Huh? How you doing there, boy? Huh? He's such a good boy. Now the other cat, Timmy, he's very aggressive. He likes to attack Betty, and every once in a while Betty gets enough, and he'll grab Timmy by the throat. And now this one, he's so passive, likes attention. My wife holds him like a child, with his on his back, and he puts up with that. Look at those claws. Look at that. You know, we couldn't have you if we lived in the city. Those suckers that get in the condo and they pay thousands of dollars a year for the place. And their neighbors are spitting distance. I don't know what the problem is. Why would you want to do that? Now these chairs here, I'm taking them apart, sanding them and sandblasting, removing the paint. See you, Betty. Say goodbye.